halls of power, some names are whispered before they are ever truly known. This is the story of an unnoticed rise. Jeffrey Epstein, a name now synonymous with scandal, but for decades he operated in the shadows of the American elite. His journey didn't start in the spotlight. It began in the classrooms and boardroom offices of New York. With a sharp mind for numbers and an even sharper instinct for people, he began to climb. But how did a math teacher from Brooklyn gain access to the world's most exclusive circles? The secret lay in his ability to make himself indispensable to those who already held the keys. Mansions in Manhattan, private islands, and a network that spanned continents. He wasn't just wealthy, he was a bridge, a connector between finance, politics, and science. His financial dealings were as mysterious as his social rise, hidden behind layers of offshore accounts. He provided the elite with things money couldn't always buy: privacy, access, and leverage. Yet despite the mounting red flags, the systems designed to protect the vulnerable remained silent. Was it a failure of the law or a success of the influence he had so carefully cultivated? Warnings were buried, complaints were silenced, the rise continued unnoticed by the public eye. He wove himself into the very fabric of society, making his fall seem almost impossible. His private sanctuary became a place of whispers, a fortress of secrets far from prying eyes. But even the deepest shadows eventually faced the light. The storm was beginning to gather. In 2005, the first real cracks began to appear in the carefully constructed facade. Powerful lawyers and secret deals initially kept the full truth from emerging. Mainstream media remained largely quiet, perhaps fearful of the names connected to the man. It took years of persistent investigation and the bravery of those who refused to be silenced. Finally, the network of protection began to fail. The unnoticed rise was reaching its end. The world was forced to look at what had been hidden in plain sight for decades. The rise of Jeffrey Epstein is not just about one man, it's about the systems that allowed it to happen. He left behind a void filled with unanswered questions and a legacy of broken trust. Have we truly learned how to spot the next rise before it becomes an unstoppable force? The truth is often uncomfortable, but it is the only way to ensure the shadows don't win again. The echoes of this story will remain for generations, a warning of what can happen when power goes unchecked. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the unnoticed rise. For more, stay tuned to our investigative series. Every story begins somewhere. This one begins far from power. Brooklyn, New York, mid-1950s America. Epstein was born in 1953 to a working-class Jewish family. America was rebuilding, opportunity existed, but access was uneven. America was rebuilding, opportunity existed, but access was uneven. Epstein was not known as charismatic or popular, he was quiet, observant. Powerful adults often begin as unnoticed children. Teachers noted Epstein's intelligence, especially in math and logic. But intelligence alone did not make him exceptional. His home life was stable, not wealthy, not influential. Epstein watched others more than he spoke to them. Observation can become a skill, and skills can become tools. In mid-century America, connections mattered more than confidence. Epstein learned when to speak and when silence worked better. By adolescence, Epstein showed academic promise, but no clear direction. There are few records, few stories, few memories shared by others. Absence of evidence is not evidence of brilliance. What stands out is not achievement, but invisibility. Epstein would later move easily between social classes. That ability may have begun here, learning how to blend. Brooklyn did not make Epstein powerful, it prepared him. Because soon a door would open unexpectedly. In the next episode, Epstein enters an elite world without elite credentials.